but let's see if it's messed up.
So far, so good.
Still okay?
Yeah, seems all right.
All right. I don't know, man. The Skype is shaky.
Yeah. Anyway, so what were you saying? You saw something in the Wii U group?
Yeah, it was in that Wii U group on Facebook, and it was a video call. And actually, I just finished watching it earlier today. It was something about why the Wii U is better than the Switch in 2020.
I mean, it's not, but you can think that.
Well, right. I mean, I can't remember the guy's video or the name of the channel that it was, but
it was Cobra DVS. The title was "Wii U sucks. No, it doesn't. Here's why."
Yeah. I'll talk about that a little bit actually, but no, he went through a bunch of points and talked about let's see, what did he talk about? How the Joy-Cons are uncomfortable, how there's a Joy-Con drift problem, how the portability thing really, the ability to switch it from portable to console really only applies to the handful of people that do both. Otherwise, most people just do one or the other.
I'm in that category. I 98% use it as a handheld, and
I do both. I'm probably
to me it's a handheld.
Yeah, I'm probably 50-50, I think. I guess it depends on the game. If it's a game that I already played on, say, like Xbox One.
It does depend on the game, though, yeah. It does.
If it's a game I've already played on Xbox One, I'll always play it portably. Because that's, like, the benefit. You know what I mean? But if it's some new game,
that's the benefit.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, I just got to point out real quick, I was looking at eBay right when you called me, and this auction is called Kirby's Epic Yarn Nintendo Wii or U Transformed Yarn Dimension Fabric Video Game.
Well, I mean, that's just a good description.
I mean, you're really being anal about that one.
Actually, that was another thing that the guy in the video said. He said that when you have a Wii U, you've got all the Wii library, plus all the eShop stuff, which has like a lot of NES and SNES and other stuff on it.
And I would say that's a good thing, except the Wii has 40 playable titles.
Yeah.
So yes, it has 2,000 games, but 40 are playable.
Yeah. He did a comparison of like the first party titles.
Like the ports to the Switch compared to the Wii U versions?
No, a little bit, but moreover, like all the ones that the Switch has versus what the Wii U had. But he only did first party. He only touched on third party, and I think third party was probably his biggest fault because he only mentioned things like Skyrim, Wolfenstein, and stuff like that.
And there's so much more.
Yeah, there's so much more.
Witcher.
It's not even so much the amount that the Switch has, but it's like the amount that the Wii U doesn't have. That's kind of what it is.
Right? Yeah. Well, yeah. The Wii U has 4 third-party titles, maybe.
Yeah. What sucked though is when it first came out, it was so strong for me because Darksiders 2 was a good version of that game. I love.
Was that a launch title?
Yeah, I think it was.
Was that a launch title?
It was it had made good use of the gamepad, like the map and inventory was on there. You could play it on there if you wanted to. But then Arkham City was also really good.
I did get that for the Wii U. Yeah. That was very good.
But then after like the first year or so, all the ports were so lazy.
Well, I mean, it's like, let's see, they sell you COD with none of the DLC.
Yeah.
They sell you Arkham Origins and they take out the online. Granted, that's not a game I give a shit about the online, but it's the principle. They took it out and still charged full price.
Yeah. Actually, I think that one might have been $10 cheaper.
Ooh, $10 cheaper.
Yeah, so 50.
But I could buy it for $10 more on another system I have and get a better experience.
Maybe, yeah.
So
the one that did me in and made me the most mad was Sniper Elite 2 V2.
Oh yeah.
My buddy and I were gonna play that online, and then the Switch version launched without online. And that's
what?
Games are like they're fun by yourself, but you really should play them co-op because that's really what
online now.
On the Wii U?
No, you said Switch.
Oh, sorry. No, Wii U. Sorry, the Wii U version of Sniper Elite 2.
Oh, okay, yeah, you said
that's what
Switch.
Did me in. Made me. That's what irritated me the most.
Being in your position, yeah, that would have been irritating for sure.
Yeah, the Switch
I never bought that game, but it's like that game's had online price since the fucking iteration on original Xbox, and you tell me the Wii U version doesn't get it?
Well, Xbox 360, but
whatever.
Too, yeah. V2.
Yeah, but like, come on, I'm sure that had online at launch. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah. So I can't think of anything else that really made me upset about like ports. That was probably the worst one.
And COD without the DLC, yeah, that's kind of shit.
Yeah, because I played a lot of Black Ops 2, actually.
Yeah, we played a fair amount of that game.
Yeah.
And the Wii U version was good, which was the worst part.
It was really
It was
good.
actually good.
Yeah.
And I probably would have bought the DLC.
The guy in that video, he made mention of that the Wii U or the Switch doesn't have the Call of Duty games. Not a lot of sports stuff going on.
Yeah, well, the Wii U doesn't either.
Yeah, I guess Wii U had 2 Call of Duty games, and the only sports games that really came out were like the first year. And that was it.
It had FIFA and NBA.
Madden 13 was on there.
Madden 13, and that is about it.
Yeah, FIFA, Madden, NBA, 2K13. There's a bowling game.
Oh yeah, there's that bowling.
Brunswick Pro Bowling.
But like as far as like actual sports, yeah. I mean, you got NBA, Madden, and FIFA, and you got one iteration for 5 years.
Yeah, I guess it's not much better on Switch, but I don't play sports games anyway. But I think he mentioned the indie scene a little bit. He kind of pushed it off. But I think that's probably the biggest thing.
I don't know. I can't really push that off.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite thing about the Switch is all the games. Like I'm just sitting here and I just haven't put these on my shelf. But I got Sexy Brutale from
you got that finally.
Tricky Towers. This game was awesome.
Oh, I want to get that physical.
And then the one I'm playing right now is Ion Fury.
Oh, how is that?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, if you like Duke Nukem, you'll like that one. It's pretty much Sam asked how it was, and I told him it's pretty much like Duke Nukem. Like if Duke Nukem were a girl or a woman.
That's kind of what it is.
Because it's still just as like raunchy and tongue in cheek.
Right. Yeah, I definitely want to check it out. I tell you what game I've been addicted to for like a week now. I can't stop. I finally started playing Red Dead 2 because it's on Game Pass as one of the free games.
Oh wow.
And I never played the first one. Don't know anything about the first one.
I have not played any of them.
But my God, I am addicted to this fucking game. I played for like 12 straight hours last night.
Wow.
Oh my God, it's addicting. And I mean, so much better than Grand Theft Auto 5.
Really?
Oh God. Leagues, and I love that game.
I don't know if they'll ever bring that one to Switch. I think it might be a little bit.
I don't know. I was hoping it was going to come to Wii U, so I really don't have hopes for the Switch.
Oh, I meant Red Dead, not Grand Theft Auto.
Oh well, yeah.
Grand Theft Auto was one that you're talking about Wii U ports that didn't happen, and Grand Theft Auto was always one that I thought would be cool.
I know. Yeah, I know. I thought that one would always have been cool.
The best games on Wii U are the ones where the map is like on the gamepad.
Watch
That's
Dogs.
Like the biggest thing, right?
The best version of Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs that way.
There's some other ones too.
You could probably do Arkham City that way. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I think you could. I think you could do Arkham like that. But yeah, I mean that was really the advantage.
Yeah.
Like Red Dead would be awesome to have the mini map on the screen because to get to the map in that game you actually have to press start and go to map, and it's actually kind of infuriating.
There's not a mini map on the screen.
I mean, there is, but you just
can't really do much on mini maps, right? You gotta.
That's the thing. Yeah, it would just be more convenient if it was always on the bottom, like on the gamepad.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I mean, we don't have to turn it into a Switch versus Wii U thing.
No. I mean,
that's kind of a null point, but
I mean, that's kind of stupid anyway.
Yeah, but I thought it would be cool to talk about the Wii U a little bit because it sort of has like an underground following now.
Yeah, I mean, me and you both had one when they came out.
Yeah,
still have them.
Yeah.
By the way, I can't believe that I gotta buy fucking Shakedown Hawaii next month.
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
God damn it! Why do they keep making more?
I don't know.
God damn it!
I'm gonna buy that too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah, it's not a game I'm really interested in playing, but I can't have every game but one. You know what I mean?
And this one's probably gonna be so limited, like Axiom Verge. I'm not gonna not buy it.
I think they said 3,000.
How many Axiom Verge got? Did that get 3,000? That have more than that.
I don't remember. It sure seems like more than that, but I don't really know.
It seems like it should be more because the game is honestly not that expensive.
Yes, because everybody kept them sealed and just tried to resell them.
Well, that's what it is. There aren't any open copies.
Yeah.
Every copy is new.
Well, I'll show you one later.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah. I grabbed a few games that had, I don't know, that are worth talking about, I think. That we'll get into at one point. But anyway, yeah, so Shakedown Hawaii would be the last game. And then before that would have been, obviously, Axiom Verge. What was it before that? Darksiders?
It was Darksiders, I believe.
Yeah. And then
Because I remember we didn't even get Just Dance. It went Wii and Switch and fucking skip Wii U, which is
Just
crazy.
Dance 2019 came out, right? And that might be the one prior to Dark Side.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Paper Mario was pretty late too. I don't remember exactly when.
Was that 2016? Was Paper Mario 2016? I'm gonna look it up real quick, but I think it was. What is it? Color Splash?
Yeah. Which is honestly not a bad game.
October 7th, 2016. That is fucking late.
That is pretty late.
Considering the system was dead in March, so.
When did the Switch? Yeah, that's when the Switch came out, right? March
3rd, 2017. So
yeah,
like 6 months before. That's late.
Yeah,
for a big title.
Yeah, and I think Darksiders came out in 2018, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it did.
And then Axiom Verge 2019, and then obviously Shakedown.
Apparently, maybe we'll get one Wii U game a year.
I can't imagine I'm very surprised they're releasing that in the United States. Very surprised.
I mean, what else could there possibly be any hope for coming to the Wii U? I don't even know why this is. Really?
I think it'd have to be an indie game. I don't think there's any way anything else would
be. No, yeah, it'd have to be some super indie game. But my question was, I was under the assumption that Nintendo wasn't even making discs for the Wii U.
I don't know.
But apparently, they still are in Europe.
Oh.
They're making North American discs, and that's why Shakedown Hawaii is only coming out for the PAL Wii. They're only making PAL discs over there.
There's a trivia for the day.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. That's the trivia right there.
I didn't know that.
I would read that on Reddit. Someone was talking about it.
Oh, I would guess that even if they stopped making the Wii U discs, they probably have some somewhere. You know what I mean?
Oh, surely. I mean,
have you heard of people talking about disc rot on Wii U games?
I saw someone mention it.
Yeah, I think it was again in that Wii U group on Facebook about they were getting those, dots on their discs.
Dots stuff. Yeah.
I haven't noticed any of mine, so I mean, I guess we'll see.
Look at the 4 I got here.
Yeah.
Devil's Third is fucked. I need that game still. Goddamn.
I was gonna say, do you have that? I didn't know.
No, I check GameStop's website every day, like multiple times, hoping one will get traded in.
Yeah.
Because I will gladly pay $45 for it.
Yeah. So hopefully this part doesn't happen. But anyway, let's talk about or I can start about when the Wii U came out and what what.
Yeah, I had one too, so we'll might as well start at the beginning.
Right. So it came out obviously in 2012.
November, right?
2012.
It was November 7th, I believe.
Yeah, I know it was around the end of the year. I think it was November. Yeah.
I'm sorry, November 18th, 2012. 18.
So at the time, I worked at Meijer, and if you don't know what Meijer is, imagine like Walmart, but not shitty, right?
That's what I was describing as.
And so we got a discount, and the discount was 10%.
Even on systems? Yeah, discounts on systems.
It was anything that was in general merchandise, which is basically anything that's not food or makeup or medicine.
Or like a specialty thing, kind of.
Sure, yeah. So like cookware or auto, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, but you got a console discount. That's cool.
Yeah, so I got 10% off that, and I bought at the time. I got God, what were my launch games?
I know you got Darksiders.
Yeah, it was Darksiders.
I'm sure you picked up New Mario U.
I didn't, not at first. I was
really? You didn't get
that? Because I had the Wii one, I had the DS one. I was like, okay, I'll give it a little bit of a rest. So it was Darksiders. Oh, it's Zombie U.
Zombie U. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Still
one
of the better exclusives.
Yeah, I didn't really like Zombie U when it came out, but I've kind of grown to appreciate it a little bit.
Yeah, me too, actually.
So anyway, I got it. I did an unboxing video when I got it, like that night. It's on my channel still.
All excited.
Yeah. Or no, did I do an unboxing? I did an unboxing when I bought the Wind Waker one. I don't know if I did a launch box.
No, you did. You did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So anyway, I did the video. I kept playing it, and I played it a lot when it came out. I was trying to get used to it. It had a handful. What's that?
I played the hell out of mine.
Yeah. I beat Darksiders 2. I did not beat Zombie U. I did shortly thereafter buy Mario U, which was a good game, but it was kind of easy and samey.
If I'm not mistaken, I found my copy of Mario U right after I bought my Wii U at a Goodwill.
Yeah,
like
probably
one
like
of
a Target
one of
return.
those Target ones. Yeah, but I mean, I only paid like $20 for it, I think.
Wow.
Well, I mean, at the time it was 60, so I was like, well, I gotta
Yeah.
get that, definitely.
Yeah. I also bought Scribblenauts Unlimited.
That's a
Or
good game.
yeah, Unlimited. Yeah, it was pretty good. I thought the concept was really interesting. The guy at GameStop explained it to me. I thought it sounded cool, so I picked it up. That was a Black Friday deal, I think.
Well, it was November.
Yeah, it was not that. I think it was like $10 off retail or something.
I'm sure it wouldn't have been much off so soon after release. Yeah.
Yeah. So that would have been 2012, and then from there on out, I just kind of stuck around with it. I bought, Arkham City. I bought a lot of the third-party games because I wanted to support it, or I should say, a lot of the third-party games that weren't things like, Monster High and Penguins.
So the only third-party titles you bought were basically anything made by Warner Brothers.
Yeah, basically.
Because that's all the shit. That's the only good third-party publisher, almost.
Yeah, and the Wii U had a lot of problems from the get-go. I remember the system menu being super slow. My console.
I remember that.
It froze a lot. I
remember the day one update taking so fucking long. It was ridiculous.
I could make it through a solid game session without it freezing, but it would definitely freeze more often than any console had.
Well, I would say the number one problem before it even came out is the name is just terrible.
Wow, yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, that's not really a system problem. That's more like a Nintendo problem.
But I think that was part of the problem why it never sold. Coming from experience working at Target, I can't tell you how many soccer moms came in there thinking it was an add-on for the Wii and then returning games because it doesn't work.
Yeah, people still think that sometimes.
And they still think that.
Yeah, at this point, if you at all know anything about video games, you know that's not the case.
It's very funny. I was watching this guy on YouTube just the other day. I can't remember his name, but he's like a video game collector, some dude on YouTube. And even he was like, I didn't know what the Wii U was till last year. I thought it was part of the Wii.
Yeah. So it had it was bad name. Marketing was not good, obviously. And we talked about it when John was on the show a little bit. That even if you like the marketing that it did have, it was so hard to kind of convey what the Wii U
What is it? Yeah, what is it?
Whereas the Switch, it's so much easier to show the things that it can do in a commercial.
Well, it's funny, and we've talked about this before. I don't remember ever seeing a commercial for the Wii U ever.
A couple.
Like right when it came out, sure.
Yeah.
But like after a couple of years, I never ever.
I don't even seeing them on TV. There was mostly like
if I'm not mistaken, I believe our GameStop even got rid of their kiosk like way before the system was dead. It's just that didn't need it.
Yeah, I remember seeing a Super Mario 3D World commercial in a movie theater before a movie.
Really?
One time, I don't even remember the movie, but yeah. But yeah, the marketing was.
So marketing was not good.
Yeah. So anyway, I had the thing throughout the whole. I still have it. I ended up upgrading to the Wind Waker edition, which admittedly was not that much of an upgrade. It just had decals on the handheld on the gamepad.
Technically speaking, it's the same damn thing.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. But it has Wind Waker HD, and Wind Waker HD is probably my top 5 favorite games.
I would say that is still one of the few reasons to have a Wii U.
Yeah, it's a great
that game in particular.
Yeah, that one, Pikmin 3.
Pikmin 3. Yep. Hell, even Twilight Princess. That's still
Twilight Princess
to the Wii U.
Yeah.
And there's only a handful of other games that have been ported. Kirby, but there's a Kirby on Switch. Yoshi, but the Yoshi sequel is on Switch.
Yeah, the actually Yoshi's Crafted World or Yoshi's what's it called?
Crafted World is the Switch and Woolly World is the Wii U.
Yeah, they ported Woolly World to 3DS.
Yeah, I remember that.
You can even get it there. But the 2 latest Yoshi games I haven't really liked, to be honest.
I haven't played them.
Boring for me. I don't know.
I've heard that a lot too.
Yeah. But a lot of people rave about Mario 3D World, and it's a good game.
Which I remember at the time thinking, wow, I remember thinking this is a great game, but even then I remember thinking, wow, this is really easy. I only died like one time.
It's easy until the post game. If you ever play those
the post game's hard.
They're damn near impossible. Well, but my problem was always that it wasn't Sunshine or Galaxy or 64 Mario.
It didn't have quite the charm.
The punch. It didn't have the
It was really easy. The Tanuki suit basically gave you a free win.
it kind of felt like a phone-in 3D Mario game. That's what just the way it felt like to me. It has a place, but it's not.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I think they probably needed a Mario game for the Wii U, and that's what they gave us on the schedule they had.
Yeah. And then I don't know what year it was, probably 2013 if I had to guess. I made that video on my channel, which I still get comments on every once in a while, called "The Wii U Sucks" in quotation marks. And then you mentioned it. No, it doesn't. Here's why. And it was actually a response to a video from a YouTube channel who had a bunch of like kind of.
He was just hating on it.
Yeah, it was they were kind of like half-assed complaints, like, oh, the controller's heavy, oh, this, that, and that thing.
Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was kind of a dumb video. But here's what I'll say. His video was kind of whatever. Dumb complaints. In retrospect, my video is probably equally as dumb.
Even going out of your way to make a whole video just to prove him wrong.
Totally an unnecessary video. But moreover, in the grand scheme of the things, the Wii U probably did suck a little bit. I mean, there's a reason to like it.
Okay.
Like it. But it wasn't that great.
If the Switch had never come out, the Wii U would be amazing. But the Switch came out and ported everything, so now it makes the Wii U kind of look like, kind of a stopgap, which really was kind of what it was.
Yeah, it was definitely. Well, it definitely feels like a stopgap now. I don't know, even if the next Nintendo console was like, let's say the next Nintendo console tanked. I still don't know if I could honestly look back at Wii U and say that was a great system, or that was even good. I mean, it just wasn't. I love the ideas, but it didn't really do much for me.
I remember making a super, super bold claim back when the Wii U came out, which I'm taking it back right here, by the way. I remember saying when I had my Wii U, because, Wii U came out like a year before the Xbox One and the PS4.
Yeah.
And I got both of those when they came out. And I remember thinking, God, these things are fucking piles of shit. I hated them. Mm-hmm. And I said at the time, I was like, the Wii U is the best of this generation. It's going to win. Obviously, that didn't happen.
Right. It's kind of also in a weird generational spot, right? Because it's not.
Well, because it's not really next gen, but it's better than the Wii.
Yeah.
It's better than a 360, but not on par with an Xbox One.
Yeah, and it's barely even better than the 360.
Yeah, and it's not really a whole lot better than the 360.
Yeah.
So,
but it's just kind of like in a weird spot. I don't really know what generation you put it in. Do you put it in the current generation because it launched just a year?
Most people put it in the Switch in the same generation, which I mean, I would. I mean, technically the Wii U. Well, I would say it was a competitor, but Nintendo's never marketed themselves as a competitor to Xbox and PlayStation. It's always been like, oh, you have an Xbox and a PlayStation, you should also have a Wii U or a Switch or whatever.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I don't even know there.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess the only thing I'll say on that Wii U sucks thing is again, I like it. I enjoyed it when I had it, but hindsight's 2020. Looking back, I can really see why it didn't take off, and it had good games, but in the end of the day, it was just an unfulfilled or underutilized niche.
Let's just bring up what I think is the worst thing about the Wii U, and the Switch suffers from the same damn problem. The internet is horrible.
Oh, the online is bad.
The online, Nintendo they can make the best games of all time, but they cannot make an online service. I don't know what their deal is.
They can't, but I thought on Wii U, I thought that Miiverse was really cool.
Miiverse was cool, but I want to talk about
it. Had a lot of memes and stuff. I thought that was a great way. I loved Miiverse. I thought Miiverse was super cool.
I got a Wii U game here that I pulled out to talk about because it was one of my favorites when it came out, and if it had online, it would still be one of the best games on the system. But it never had online, and therefore was kind of always kind of Tank. Oh, this game just cries out for online.
Yeah,
it's begging for it.
It's a multiplayer game, isn't it?
It's a 4-player tank battle game. If you've ever played like Battle Tanks for the 64, I mean, it's kind of like that. And so originally this is an arcade game. It came out in Japan. It's an arcade game made by Namco.
Yep.
and I don't even know if Namco has any other games on the Wii U, but
yeah, Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures.
Oh, yeah,
One
I
and
forgot.
two.
I forgot about the amazing Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures 1 and 2.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else.
But yeah, it's just this game cried for online, and when I got it when the Wii U came out, I remember thinking, "Oh my god, there's no online. Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
And then Mario Party didn't have any online. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
That was a huge bummer.
Even the 3DS Mario Party didn't have online. I was like, "Is this a joke?"
Yeah.
Like what? Like what in y'all? And it still doesn't. Yeah, it still doesn't.
I mean, the new one kind of does, but you can't play the full game.
Yeah, and I was gonna say the new Mario Party, which A is already a subpar game, and B, from what I've heard, the online for that one is also terrible.
Yeah, it's like a specific mode. It's not.
So I don't know what Nintendo's doing with the online. Yeah. That's something they just never have seemed to get right.
Mm-hmm. But I did like Miiverse, like I said. I thought that.
Yeah, Miiverse was cool. Yeah, Miiverse was cool. Obviously, you had the eShop and all that, which they always did that right.
The eShop was good. Wasn't as good as the Wii's, but it was good.
No, but I mean, I guess like you said earlier, the best point about the Wii U really is the fact that it was also basically a Wii.
Yeah.
So you could get all the eShop stuff from the Wii and all that, and that's cool and all. But yeah, you're right. Thinking about it in hindsight, like the Wii U, like really didn't offer anything that I didn't already have.
Yeah.
Other than the first party titles for the time,
which were awesome. They were top shelf, right?
Oh yeah, which were fantastic.
Besides a few like Mario Tennis or Mario Party or whatever.
I remember being so fucking upset that Mario Tennis was so bad. Because when the Wii U came out, I was like, Mario Tennis, that's what I want. I want a new Mario Tennis game. God, it's so. I mean, it's almost unplayable.
It took me forever to even get that game because I knew how big it was.
You know, I don't even know if I have it. Actually,
yeah, it's apparently it's not good. I've never played it. I've never had.
It's horrible. It's really bad. Now, luckily, the Switch one really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The online was fun for
a
while. I haven't played it in quite a while, but
Switch one's good. Hell, even the 3DS one I thought was pretty good. Actually,
Mario Tennis Open
Tour.
No, World Tour is the golf one, I think.
Open.
I think it's just called Mario Tennis Open.
That might be what it is. That one was good too, but yeah, the Wii U one it did not deliver.
Yeah, that one was for sure phone in.
It was rushed for the holidays because they had nothing to put out.
Yeah,
I mean, Nintendo was really gonna have a holiday season where there wasn't a first party title.
Yeah.
How do you? I mean, that's rough.
That's unfortunate. That's the one that they picked, and how bad it was. But
I mean, I know they were probably desperate to put something out, but I would have almost rather them not put anything out.
Yeah. So what about you? You had a Wii U, but if I remember right, you bought the white model?
Yeah, I had the white one, and I don't remember why. Because
I had a Toys R Us or something, and it was like all they had, maybe.
Maybe that's what it was. Because I remember even when the Wii U came out, not selling as good as it did. Even around here, they were kind of hard to get.
Yeah, they were scarce for a while.
And I really wanted one, so I was like, okay, well, if I find a white one, I'll buy it. Which is what happened. I have a black one now, though.
Yeah.
And I remember getting it and coming home, and what games did I get with mine? I know I got Mario U, which I don't know why, because I'm so over those types of games.
Yeah.
But I bought that, and I think I ended up getting Pikmin. Was Pikmin out at the time? No, Pikmin wasn't a launch title, though.
No, it wasn't.
So I don't know if I got it on a launch day, but it was within like a couple weeks. I got Nintendo Land. I mean, which actually we'll talk about Nintendo Land in a second.
Okay.
But that might have been the only two games I bought at launch. I remember not getting a whole lot, but I remember thinking, okay, this is cool. The Wii U's cool, and obviously the Xbox One and the PS4 weren't out yet, so it's like, oh, new console is very exciting. You know, it's been so long, and knowing that I don't really like the Wii, I was like, oh my god, a new controller. And I
love the gamepad.
Yeah, me too. And I still will say I think the gamepad's very comfortable and fully playable.
It is. The screen quality is not so good compared to nowadays, but it's still fun.
For its time, it was good. So yeah, let's talk about Nintendo Land for a second. So, like the most common Wii U game.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, because the Wii had Wii Sports as the pack-in, which was like kind of a tech demo almost, like look what the Wii can do. This wasn't. I mean, I think the whole point of this was to show off the gamepad and what it can do, which is not that much, honestly. But I remember thinking that this was actually really, really fun. Some of the mini games on here are actually a blast to play.
Yeah, my nephew and niece always loved the Luigi's Mansion one.
I was about to say, yeah, the Ghost Mansion one, the Pikmin Adventure one, that one was super fun.
Full-fledged, albeit briefed, Pikmin game. It was cool.
Captain Falcon's Twister Race.
I liked the Donkey Kong one too.
Yeah, the Donkey Kong Crash Course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I thought this was fun, but this would never ever sell me on a Wii U.
Yeah, it didn't have the same wow as the Wii Sports did, right?
Right, yeah. I mean, Wii Sports was like, oh my god, it's like you're actually bowling, which at the time everyone went apeshit for.
Yeah.
This didn't really do that. It kind of showed off some of the gamepad, and yeah, the mini games were fun, but I would never pay $60 for this. And
no,
unfortunately, the Switch suffers from the same problem because 1-2 Switch is fucking terrible too.
I never even bothered with that.
I didn't buy it. I'm waiting to find it for like $5 because it's horrible. I cannot believe they have the audacity to still charge $60 for that. I mean, just embarrassing.
Yeah.
But so Wii U comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Lineup at start, pretty good. You got some first party titles trickling out here and there. You ended up getting, Pikmin, Donkey Kong. I know Donkey Kong was a big AAA title when it came out. So hard.
So good though.
It is great.
I'm sure.
If you never played it, it is on the Switch, and you should play it.
Yeah. I beat both versions. They're about the same. Just like Frankie.
I'll tell you though, what really got me excited for the Wii U was when they announced Hyrule Warriors.
Oh yeah.
Because I love Dynasty Warriors. I love like big hack and slash over the top, just ridiculous games.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, it's Zelda and Dynasty Warriors in a hack and slash. How can it not be good? Yeah. And it's great. It is. It's great. It's a really great game. Really good. Great game. Also on the Switch. I swear to God,
I haven't played that version yet. I'm imagining it's probably quite a bit better performance-wise.
I would assume so. But the Wii U one was good. I remember having a blast with it. So I ended up getting that, and man, what else?
Now, did you get the New York version or?
No, and I still don't have it. Unlike someone in this call.
I actually didn't bother bringing that over, but.
Yeah, Mr. Fancy Pants over here has Zelda and.
Actually, I have all three of the Zelda sets for Wii U. Wind Waker, the Ganondorf bundle.
Yeah, the little Ganondorf bundle.
And then Twilight Princess had an Amiibo bundle.
Which, by the way, I don't know if you've seen the prices of those right now. Twilight Princess, just to get a complete copy, is like $75.
For Wii U, really?
Yeah. Yes.
Wow. That's surprising.
I don't know what the deal is, but it's really expensive.
I'm trying to think.
Other than the fact that it probably didn't sell that well.
I think I have. No, I don't. I thought I had 2 copies of it. I guess I don't have 2 copies of it.
Well, it's funny. It's funny because I was always like, the game. It was always like the cheap alternative to the GameCube one, and now the GameCube one is $80. They're almost the same fucking price.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I have that sealed. I still have my Ganondorf bundle for Wii U is still sealed too. And then I have an extra copy of Wind Waker sealed, the original gold foil one. I found it at our Kmart was closing. I got it half off.
I was just looking at Wind Waker prices on price charting. You know, a sealed version of that with the Ganondorf thing is like $185 right now.
Well, it was a GameStop exclusive. I would imagine they're not that easy to find out.
Was that a GameStop exclusive?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. So I
remember that.
Yeah, I have 2 copies of that.
Trade me one.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Actually, let me grab my Wind Waker. There's a cool little thing on my Wind Waker.
Yeah, real quick, I'll mention another really good third-party title that I don't know if it was a launch title, but Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, Razor's Edge, yeah, number 3.
Was that a launch game?
Oh God, I don't think so. Pretty close.
It was soon after.
Yeah, that's a good game.
That's a really good game too. Yeah, that's another kind of real fun hack and slash. Also really hard.
Yeah. So this is my sealed copy of Wind Waker. And the front, you can see it. I don't know how well that'll come in.
Oh yeah.
$49.99 Kmart sticker, but then on the back was the 50% off tag.
I mean, I would buy that.
Yeah, even so I bought that.
I definitely bought it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. I like that. You know, there's actually two. Well, you probably do know this, but there's two variants to this, or two additional versions of this game.
Yeah. What's the other ones?
One of them's the same cover, but in full color instead of gold.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
And then the other one is just the player selects version, which has the same colored cover.
I didn't know there was a player selects version of that. Actually, I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Wind Waker, great game.
It's actually.
But it does make me wonder. You know, they choose two Zeldas to like redo for the Wii U. Why both GameCube games? Especially considering that those two in particular, I would say, hold up better than almost any other Zelda game beforehand.
Wind Waker for sure does.
Like that game is still perfectly playable on the GameCube.
Yeah. I guess if I had to just take a shot, it's because it's one of the few that just haven't been done. In fact, they were probably, besides Skyward Sword, which they wouldn't do, it just came out.
Right.
They gosh, they must have been the only 3D ones that haven't been remade.
Well,
because Majora's Mask and Ocarina were already done on 3DS.
Yeah, which my buddy's still upset about. He wants them on console, not handheld.
Actually, Majora's Mask might not have been out at the time, but it was obviously in development.
I was gonna say it was in development. Sure.
So I guess it was really the only choice, right?
Where's the Zelda 2 remake?
Yeah, nobody wants that.
Me and my buddy do, because we actually enjoy that game. And I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry, it's my favorite Zelda game.
You're not alone. People say that. Not many.
Not you. What's your favorite? What would you pick?
I think I don't know. I think Link to the Past is the one that really sold me on the whole thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say Link to the Past.
Ocarina was a good follow-up. I guess if I had to pick one, I probably would pick Wind Waker, the HD version specifically. I just think that game's so good.
It's really good and it looks amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Graphically, it's just
probably the best looking game on the system. Maybe
it's just a beautiful game.
That and Pikmin 3 are probably the best looking games.
Pikmin 3 does look damn good.
But then obviously I like Breath of the Wild too. I'd still say Wind Waker probably. Skyward Sword is one of my favorites also. I know a lot of people don't like that one, but that's one of my favorites.
I know a lot of people that haven't even played that, including myself.
Yeah.
Not one a lot of people really talk about, actually.
No, I mean the dungeons are outstanding. I always love
Are they?
Dungeons. Yeah. It's very hand-holdy, and your sidekick is always talking to you, but
right.
I still love that game. I think it's a really good one. Yeah.
If I ever find a copy.
Yeah, for real. Cool. So when did you get your Wii U again?
It couldn't have been. It wasn't launch day. I remember it was not launch day.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking, oh my God, I really want one. Yeah. It was surely before Christmas. It was before Christmas. I know that. Okay. And much like you, I enjoyed it and I went along with it pretty much throughout its whole life. Did end up selling it at one point because, much like probably most other people, the Wii U, around 2015, 2016, there was nothing coming out. There just wasn't anything coming out worth buying, and I'd already played all the first-party titles, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sell them. And even then, my thought was, I guarantee you I can buy all these back for cheaper later.
Yeah,
and especially with titles, even for the Switch right now. Looking at my Switch games, I don't have Mario Kart, I don't have Mario Odyssey, I don't have Breath of the Wild, I don't have Kirby, Yoshi, almost any of the first-party titles, because I know that those games will be on the shelf until the Switch dies.
Yeah, they're never going to be scared.
So even if I still have to pay $6 5 years from now, I can go buy it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I sold everything, and and let's just talk about the fact that Wii U prices never dropped while the system was out. Even after it came out for a couple of years, they were still $300.
Yeah.
So I remember selling it on eBay, and I got a shitload. I bundled it up with my games. I got $800-900 for that damn thing at the time.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it was a lot. But I had a good amount of games though because I really liked the system.
Yeah.
And oh, you know what's another game? This is totally offhand. I don't know why we didn't bring this game up yet. One of the best was exclusives is Lego City.
Oh yeah, I remember that game came out.
I
I
loved
bought
that game when it came out.
Yeah, that's a good
And
game.
I remember it wasn't exclusive for a long time. Now it's on
Yeah.
everything, including the Switch.
Yeah.
Another really good exclusive, or what? I don't know if it was or was gonna be, and then I don't know. Rayman Legends, I know was gonna be an exclusive.
Yeah. Then they delayed it and released it on everything.
I was gonna say, that's what happened, right? It got delayed and they just put it on everything.
Yeah.
You know, I remember buying that game day one, and I bought it on eBay. And I was talking to either you or Rob or the both of you. I don't remember, but I remember finding the eBay listing like the day that game came out for like $34.99 brand new or something, and I bought it and it showed up.
It's a good price. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's an excellent game. Also on the Switch now. I actually have that one. I do have that. I just bought that actually.
That was one of my favorite games actually on the system. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Funny the pickups you haven't seen yet. Rayman for the Switch, it's one of them. I bought that.
Yeah. So unlike you, I guess I never got rid of my stuff, but I always had like a moderate library. So maybe it's a good time now to talk about kind of the collectors.
Funny, I was about to like roll into that. Yeah, segue into that because
go ahead.
I'm assuming like you, right around like late 2015, 2016, the NX starts getting rumored and there's all this stuff and everyone's thinking this thing ain't gonna make it, right? Like, and then everyone's looking at the time like the library is really small.
Yeah, it's only like 150 games.
It's 164 with Axiom version. I guess with a shakedown it'll be 165.
Yeah. So
really
libraries, that's
when you're talking a modern systems game library, that is ridiculously small. Even like the Vita has hundreds of titles.
Yeah.
And that system was a failure. It actually sold less than the Wii U.
Wow.
Yeah, not by much, but it did sell less.
Right.
I absolutely love the Vita. Everyone kind of started looking and like, it was like, well, hell, games are still in stores. They're in clearance bins for nothing. I mean, I remember you could walk into a Walmart and it's just a bin of Wii U games. They're worthless. Mm-hmm. And that's when everyone was kind of like, why not complete the set, right? There's only a handful of rare titles.
Yeah.
And, I know you personally have a full set. So I'm working on mine. And even now, it's funny though, walking, like, the only place really to buy a Wii U game anymore is GameStop.
Yeah, or like used game stores or whatever.
And even then, they might have 6.
Yeah, you can find occasional. A lot of Walmarts still have them.
Mine still has the Captain Toad Amiibo bundle, the Mario Party 10 Amiibo bundle, the Yoshi bundle, but they won't price drop them. They're $60.
Yeah, 60 might not be bad for Mario Party. I think that jumped up a little bit. Yeah.
Really? I might. Okay. But yeah, I mean, they were just in clearance bins everywhere, worthless. And going back now, I just recently was like, okay, Wii U set's pretty doable. And even going into GameStop these days, the selection is pitiful.
That's bad.
It's finally happened. I have gone into 2 GameStops that didn't have a single Wii U game. Yeah. And I know the end is coming because the Vita went the same way. It got to the point where they might have 5 or 6. And then they might have 2 or 3, and then they just don't have any. Which
phased out, no doubt about it.
Well, it's funny. I was talking to my old boss for GameStop, and I was in there specifically to get some Wii U titles, and she was like, "Really, you're buying Wii U titles?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to finish the set, whatever. It's not that big." And she was like, "Well, you might want to try and hurry up," because she didn't say it's true. But she said by 2021, GameStop is probably not going to be taking any sort of Wii U titles.
Yeah, so they're just selling off whatever they get.
They're probably just selling whatever they have now, and then when they're gone, it's gone. Which
is practically nothing anyways.
Which I really don't blame them anyway.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean, you can't really blame them for that. But, I think in the future, collecting for the Wii U I think prices are going to go up.
Well, they're already doing it.
And they are, yeah. Certain titles like here's a good one, for example, Tank. That game, the entire duration of the Wii U's lifespan, up until like last year, was worthless. $2-3 anyway.
Well, how about this? I got one that'll probably top that. Go ahead and finish.
But yeah, $2-3 anywhere. One of the most common titles. $30 now.
How about this one?
I know what you're about to pull out.
You want to explain this to me?
Yeah, and you won't explain why I can't find a copy anywhere?
I cannot believe that.
What is that, like $50 now? A little more?
I have no idea. You couldn't even give these things away. Not that long ago.
Another game that is also on the Switch.
It's on everything now. But
that's gone up. Deus Ex, that's one to keep an eye out for. That's going up.
Really?
Yeah, that's like
that was one I bought. I was super excited for that game.
I want to say that's right around like $25-$30 now.
Yeah. So
prices are starting to climb a little bit, but they're not ridiculous yet.
No.
But I really see in the next, year or two, especially with, retro gaming being as big as it is now on YouTube and everything, and everyone and their mother collecting everything. I think prices, especially on stuff like this, for example, Rio 2016. Right now, it's like a $60 game. But I mean, how many copies of this could they've possibly printed?
Not many. That game.
I can't imagine it's many.
Yeah, I remember looking for that game in like 2017.
Still couldn't find it. Yeah, you still couldn't find it.
Yeah.
I got lucky. I found this one like a month ago at a GameStop just on chance. I was in there not even looking for Wii U stuff, and I walked over there and I was like, "Oh my god, Rio 2016."
I actually see that game more often now than I would have thought.
This is the only one that I've ever seen.
There. Yeah,
I'm not debating. I mean, I'm not debating that it's out there. I mean, it's still a Mario title. It's still a first party title.
Yeah.
But compared to the print run, I mean, not that we have specific Nintendo like statistics, but I would love to see the print run of 3D World compared to Rio 2016.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, I'm sure it's drastic.
Yeah.
And not to mention
that game, because I just happened to find somebody had listed one on eBay. It was like $50, I think, sealed. I still have it.
I'd say it now.
Yeah.
But damn, what was I gonna say? Segueing into other stuff like, not only is stuff like this going up, but the Wii U has a lot of variants, and some are super rare.
Yeah, there are a lot of
like that. What is it? The Lego Jurassic World minifig bundle from Walmart. That's like beyond rare.
Is it Walmart or that was Target?
One of them's Walmart and one of them's Target. One of the Lego games is Walmart and the other one's Target. And they both come with a minifig.
I think Jurassic Park is the Walmart one and Marvel Superheroes is the Target one.
That might be it.
I think that's right.
That might be it.
I haven't really caught up with all of the collector's scene on Wii U all that much. I do know a lot about like the variants and the stuff you need to look out for.
Right now, if I find some variants, cool. If I get them.
Yeah.
I'm not actively looking for them. I just really want to complete the base set, and then and if I find them, if I find them at the flea market for a couple bucks, sure.
Yeah, I'm the same.
But I'm not going to go out of my way and pay $300 for this Lego Jurassic World minifig bundle. It's meaningless to me.
Yeah.
But I think stuff like that, some of the variants, I think they're going to get really, really expensive.
They probably could, for sure. I mean, for me, I don't remember what triggered me to go ahead and collect all the Wii U games. I don't have any full sets or anything.
No, I don't either.
I had a fair amount of Wii U games. I probably looked up and saw, gosh, there really aren't that many.
You're probably thinking, well, hell, I got a third of the library.
Really? Yeah, it's really. I think I probably did. I probably had about 40 games.
Yeah, so almost a third of the library.
So I probably just put 2 and 2 together and thought, that's doable. Because it was about that time I started looking up what the heavy hitters were.
Right,
and at that time, it was Wii Sports Club and Hello Kitty.
Which both are still kind of uncommon.
Yeah, they've probably...
Hello Kitty got reprinted, though, so that one's way more common.
Yeah.
Still kind of expensive, but way more common. Wii Party, the Wii Party Club, though, that is still kind of rare.
Wii Party... You talking about which game? Wii Party or Wii Party U or Wii Sports Club?
Wii Sports Club, sorry.
Yeah.
Wii Sports Club, that one's still actually kind of rare.
Yeah. And those were the heavy hitters, and I was able to knock them out fairly easily within a short amount of time. And then I eventually bought a copy of Devil's Third on Amazon when it was still in stock.
Yeah, I need a copy of that.
I bought it sealed, and I still have it here. I put it in the I have a harder plastic box protector that it's in. And I haven't opened it. I have no intentions of opening it or playing it.
Horrible game.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I think it was either $40 or $50 when I bought it on Amazon. It was just like clearanced. I mean, this one will probably be from the base set. Seems like this is going to be the one.
Well, I would say that of standard release games, Devil's Third's by far got to be the rarest. And it's by far none the most expensive. Which when we're talking the most expensive for Wii U, it's still under $200.
Right. It's expensive for Wii U, cheap for Saturn. They're about the
same. That's a real good comparison, actually. Yeah, cheap for Saturn is the high end for Wii U.
Yeah. So that game,
I think you're right though. I think that's going to be like the one. It'll
probably be
everyone will get to like 164, and that's going to be the one that they need.
It'll be your little Samson. Your whatever.
It'll be the stadium events of the Wii U.
Here's what I'll say. I think it'll probably fit into that. It'll definitely be the one Wii U.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
I think if you're going to talk about little Samson or stadium events type stuff, I think the New York sets, the Mario Kart and the Hyrule Warriors,
those are certainly way more expensive, rare.
Only a few hundred of each of them, whatever.
But you know what's funny though? Those are only rare because they only came out in one store.
Yeah, well, for sure.
That's the only reason that they are so rare.
Such a low print run.
Like, who the hell could afford to just go to New York store, Nintendo store of New York, and buy those when they came out?
In that area had them, right? You're not going to find them in Washington very easily.
Right. In fact, the only person in Washington I know that has them is Cooper.
Right. Yeah, that could be.
He has them.
But the one thing I think that probably is going to be the, I guess, like holy grail, if you want to call it anything, is maybe, you might already know about this thing, but the Darksiders 2, what do they call it? Like Mexico slipcover thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I am not aware of this.
So I think it was a contest or something. I don't know a lot of the details. You can find out online, I think, about it. But it was released only in Mexico, but it's NTSC, so it's our region. And it's I don't know if it's just a slipcover on the game or if it's if anything else is different. But it's some sort of a contest, I think. And there's only I don't know if there's any official number, but it's super like.
Oh, I found a picture of it. Is it Darksiders 2 Death Lives? Is that what the cover looks like?
Yeah. Actually, I think that's the official subtitle of the game. But yes, it does say that on the front of it.
Wow, that's a cool cover too.
Yeah,
I've never ever seen this. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm sure that's like beyond fucking rare.
Yeah, so that one's hard to get. But this is a lot of right now is like the time where you can get this stuff. It's going to cost you, but years down the road,
it's going to be more
impossible, right? So,
I mean, the system failed. There's only so many systems alone.
Yeah.
And there's only so many games made for a system that failed, right? Like Devil's Third, I can't imagine had a print run of more than 10,000.
I don't know.
And it might not even have got that.
Maybe. So what else is there that was? There's that black and white Skylanders bundle, the color your own thing. I can't remember what Skylanders game that is though.
There is actually, if you're interested, not that you're interested in particular, but for anyone who's listening, there is a Japanese exclusive Skylanders game that is very rare.
Oh, really?
To get the bundle, yeah, super rare. Like, I think, like one of the dudes I watch on YouTube, like he went to Japan and still couldn't find it.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it was only released in limited quantities at like this convention that was like a 1 day off thing or something.
Oh wow.
And yeah, it's really rare.
But so the other than that, there's I'm kind of drawing a blank, but there's a handful of games like in the regular library that have slowly started to kind of emerge as more on the uncommon side. This is one that people mention this a lot. As
I don't have that yet. And it's getting kind of expensive too.
This was one of the last ones that I found. The Dangerous Hunts one is common as dirt. This one
I know common as hell.
But this one that a lot of people say, this one Turbo is another one that could be
Turbo.
And then I'll tell you one that for me that was a bit of a bastard. And nobody really ever talks about the game is Barbie's Dreamhouse Party. It's the one with the pink cover.
I think I have that.
Yeah, that one was really hard to get for a little while. I couldn't find it anywhere.
I'm gonna look at my app. I might be wrong.
And then somehow somebody must have found a case of them because some went on eBay and for like $25, so I bought one then. And I think it's probably more.
I'm wrong.
Now, but
I'm wrong. I don't have that apparently.
You have the puppy rescue one or whatever.
No, I don't have that either apparently.
Oh, okay.
I know I've seen them like 1,000 times though. Also, let's just point out that I have 1, 2, 3. I have 6 Just Dance games on the Wii U, and that's not all of them.
Yeah, there's.
I've got 2014, 2015, 2016 Gold Edition, which is a variant.
Yep.
2018, and then I have Just Dance 4, and I have Just Dance Disney Party 2.
Okay. Do you have Just Dance Kids?
Nope, don't have that. Don't have 2016 regular gold or regular non-gold. I think there's a 2015 Gold Edition too. There's like fucking 15 Just Dance titles.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Which, it's funny, Ubisoft like single-handedly kept that damn thing alive in its final years with the Just Dance games.
Right.
But, but yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think, like, some of the other games in the main library that I know at one point were kind of rare and hard to get. Funky Barn, that was super expensive for a minute.
Yeah, I remember that. Crudes
I was gonna say Crudes Prehistoric Party or whatever. That was really expensive for a while. Which, that being said, these games have still gone back down recently. I mean, who wants them, right?
Right.
But I think down the road, when people are trying to finish their sets, they're gonna be a bastard to get.
They could be.
I think.
What about this one? This is one that people. This is a variant, but this is a variant that I bought new when it came out. This the DuckTales Target exclusive one.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
I don't even have that game, actually.
It's a game.
Yeah, it is. It is a great game.
Obviously, the only difference is it comes with the pin, and it has a different front cover.
I actually, when that game came out, I bought that day one with the pin.
Yeah, I remember day one, and then here's the pin.
Well, whatever. I remember buying it though, like the day it came out, because it had the pin.
Yeah, I specifically targeted this one.
Yeah. Haha, it was only a Target and you targeted it.
How about that? There's a sticker on here. I even have the original adhesive sticker to stick it.
Wow.
You don't
you're gonna have like the 101% complete copy of DuckTales Remastered. But yeah, so I think what it was for me that really made me think, all right, the Wii U collection's not gonna be hard, is you look at the library, it's small. Then you go to GameStop's website, and the games are dirt fucking cheap.
Yeah, like 80% of that library is like $15 and under.
And I mean, between that and GameStop always doing buy one get one, buy two get one, 50% off, this, that, and the other, buy two get twos. I mean, I've gotten half the library for almost nothing. Pennies.
Yeah.
The only one I spent any real money on was Rio 2016.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And the the couple special editions, like I got the Tokyo Mirage Special Edition, Axiom Verge. Hang on, I can tell you that I'm walking around with a cane now, by the way. I got another ER story after this.
Oh, Jesus.
We didn't get to that before we started recording. Shantae, the little kind of collector's edition, which is cheap. Which that game is cheap as hell, And that is one when it came, even when it came out, I was like, it's going to be expensive in like a month.
I thought that too.
I was like, there's no way that this game is not going to be rare.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the most common games and it's worthless. But yeah, I mean, other than that, you could get every game, like you said, 80% of the library, $15 or less. And I'd argue that half the library is $5 or less.
Could be.
Which is just ridiculous.
You know, we were talking about consoles a little bit earlier. I forgot to mention. So I bought the deluxe set when it first came out. That was the one I bought. I bought the Wind Waker set when it came out. I convinced my buddy to get a Wii U, and at the time, Nintendo released the Zombie U set. Do you remember that?
Ooh, yeah, I do remember that. I forgot about that. That was a cool bundle.
So it's the cool box. I have the box. So that's what I was going to say. Is I still have the box.
I was going to say, didn't you get the box from your buddy?
Yeah, and there's nothing different about the system, so it'd be super easy to
Right, you can just put anyone in there, yeah.
So I have the box and all the innards. Came with a Pro Controller and copy of Zombie U, and obviously it had a really cool front box art. I'd get it, but it's kind of behind a few things. But that could easily be... I mean, there's not a lot. There's not a ton of variants for Wii U consoles. There's a few box ones like Mario 3D World, Splatoon.
I think someone I follow on YouTube has like it might be Finn Gamer actually. He has like all the different Wii U bundles. Dude, there's only like 16 maybe, and that's I think worldwide.
Yeah,
16.
And I would have to guess the Zombie U one's got to be the hardest one to get.
I have one. You can probably see it if I turn my camera up there. I have the Mario and Luigi U bundle. Yeah. I bought that. I just bought that like 6 months ago maybe at Starland for $80.
Wow.
With the game in there.
You know, it's another one that I forgot about. As far as I know, the only white variant, the Skylanders one.
Skylanders one?
Yeah,
that's pretty rare too, I think, actually.
Yeah, that could be the hardest one.
I was going to say that. I think that's the only white one that had
as far as I know. In the U.S. Anyway.
You know, it really makes you wonder, like, why did they even make the white one? Because they discontinued them anyway.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't make them that long.
Because they weren't that much cheaper. I think it was $50 cheaper.
Yeah, the white one was $2.99 and the black one was $3.49.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
Yeah.
I get 8 gigs instead of 32.
Mm-hmm. So
also, I would love to point out real quick, because we were talking about that just now. The Wii U had a feature at launch the Switch didn't have when it came out. And that was the fact that you could plug in an external hard drive.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Switch would not allow that at launch.
Yeah.
The Wii U
So, throughout the show, a few times you've mentioned Axiom Verge. I probably mentioned it too.
I mean, because we all thought, now that Shakedown's coming out, it's not, but everyone would have assumed that's the last game.
For sure, yes. Good story behind it, the lawsuit, everything.
Which I think helped its selling point, honestly.
Yeah. But the thing is, you always see it the same exact way, right? It's the Multiverse Edition, sealed. Nobody's going to open it. You can play it on a million different consoles.
It's on everything.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've ever seen this or not, but I do have an open copy. Yeah, so this is what it looks like on the inside.
Well, it's because I have no plans to open mine, because if I play it, I'll just get it on the Switch.
Right, well, yeah, exactly. I don't know if you can read the spine or not.
Yeah, a little blurry.
Yeah, whatever. Just like Axiom Verge and that file.
Really, really cool. I've never... you're probably the only person with an open copy.
Maybe. This is a one-of-a-kind.
So I'm assuming you bought 2 then.
What's that?
I'm assuming you bought 2 then.
I did buy 2, yes. You might be interested to learn that on the inside, there's nothing.
Wow.
Completely empty.
I'm surprised.
Cool disc.
I was going to say, that's a cool disc, though.
Not even reverse cover art, so that's a little interesting.
I was going to say, it's a limited run game. I would have expected just a little more. Like, maybe a manual at the least.
Now, this one, though, it was only $30.
Well, okay, that's true though. That was only $30 when it came out, so maybe you can give them a pass a little bit.
Yeah, but you just never. I've never seen this.
I would bet if I go on eBay right now and I'm gonna do it, I bet there's not an open copy for sale.
And I did it on purpose, right? I bought 2 on purpose because I didn't need to open it. I'd already beat it and have it on Switch. I have the Multiverse Edition. Loved the game. I bought 2 because I wanted to open one, and maybe I'd play it, maybe I wouldn't. but I wanted to know what it looked like. What was, limited run about it,
Right. What is the limited run real part of this other than the little slipcover that says it's for the Wii U? And the disc is obviously for the Wii U.
And gosh damn it, I'm trying
also, no open copy listed or sold in the last 3 months.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
There
we go.
Yeah, so I honestly, you might have the only open one because, like you said, the only people that would have bought this are other people who collect for the Wii U.
Yeah.
The average person, your average mom or whatever, they're not buying this.
Yeah. I don't recall what comes in the Multiverse Edition. I don't remember. So there's more than just the game inside the box. I know that.
It's probably got some other sort of like
Here's this is the sealed one. Yeah, this is the sealed one. So it's got the game, art book, soundtrack, and that's about it. Yes.
Yeah. But like you said, I totally forgot. This was only $30 when it came out.
Yeah, super cheap.
So, and it's funny. The only reason that I have a copy, I got to give huge thanks to my buddy Nick. He lives in Oregon. That game went on sale right when I was at work, and I was still gonna go in the back and order it. 2 minutes before it went on sale, this fucking customer comes in, and I am stuck with this dude for 10 minutes. And so I text my buddy Nick real quick. I'm like, dude, please, can you please order me a copy? I promise I will pay you the second this dude leaves. And of course, being limited run, I was like, dude, they're gonna be sold out by the time he gets one. And nope, he ended up getting me one.
Yeah, it wasn't sold out immediately. It took a little time. I remember being in a meeting for work with there was 4 or 5 of us in a meeting with some engineers and stuff, and it was oh god, it's almost 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock or whenever these things go live, and I was just real quick on my phone and
it's just there's no way I could miss it. It's gonna be what I assumed was the last game, and also what I assume, by print run has to be the rarest game. But
it is,
I would say in terms of print run, it's the rarest, but every copy of that game that is printed still exists. I would assume.
Oh, yeah.
Unlike stuff for Devil's Third that can get destroyed and all that, every copy of Axiom Verge that they made still exists. So I'm not going to say it is the rarest, but in terms of print run, probably.
So when is this shakedown coming out? Let's see.
So it doesn't have a launch date yet, but they said August. The Wii one launches
July 9th.
Yeah, 2 days. The Wii U one they just said will follow in August.
Yep, I'm on the site now. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna.
I signed up to get the email notification when they give a date or whatever and shit because I'm not missing it.
Yeah. Does it say how many copies?
Is it 3,000? I thought I don't know if it said on there, but I thought I heard 3,000.
Yeah, same.
It can't be that many, right?
Oh, here we go. That's the Wii version. It's limited to 3,000.
I'm sure the Wii U one can't be limited to more than that.
Probably not.
Oh, speaking of Wii U, Tyler, because we haven't talked here in a week, I did order something from the UK, Wii U related. I couldn't take it, and I bought those damn PAL games that just came out.
Oh, the shooter and the
Finding Shmup Collection and Finding Teddy 2. I did order them. Obviously, I can't play them, which sucks because I actually kind of want to play that shooter collection. But it's on the Switch, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ordered both of those. They were expensive. It was $93 US.
I found out, but at the end of the day, I figured
I debated because I was like, they're not part of the US set, and I can't ever play them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have a PAL Wii U probably ever. And the amount of exclusives on PAL Wii U that I'd want to play has got to be these two and maybe one other one.
Yeah.
But I was watching Cooper's vlogs, and I totally forgot about these things. Didn't even remember about them. And
aren't they?
Yeah, they're almost sold out though. But one of his vlogs, they ended up showing up, and I was like, oh shit, I totally forgot about them or whatever. And then even then I was debating, do I really want them? Do I really need them? Because again, can't play them.
Yeah.
And I slept on it, and I woke up the next morning, and I was like, you know what? they're probably going to be so rare down the road. It's so limited. I was like, I already collect for the Wii U. I might as well just buy them. Like, you know, I already bought Axiom Verge. I'm going for the complete set. These will be exclusives to the PAL region, at the very least, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I went ahead and bought them, but yeah, it was expensive. It was like, well, it wasn't that expensive. It was only like £30 each for the games, but customs and shipping was like $25 freaking dollars.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh my god, talk about getting screwed.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna pass on those.
You don't really need them.
No, I'm content with the North American set, and that's it. And I only keep about, I don't know, 2/3 of the games out. The rest of them are packed away. I don't have any reason to have Just Dance on my shelf, you know.
Right. You don't need 10 Just Dance games. You don't need Funky Barn and Crudes and.
Well, actually, those ones I think are out because those ones actually are kind of hard to get, right? Yeah. Well, you know, whatever. On
the 17 Lego games on display.
I did make a rule. If I was gonna have one Lego game, I was gonna have them all.
Right. Okay.
I do have them all. It's just 2 rows of 2 shelf lengths full. It's maybe, I don't know, 60, 70, 75, 80 games.
Yeah, it says right here on my order thing. So it was 60 pounds, I guess. What does France use? They use the pound, right? They're part of the European Union.
Yeah, don't they use I think they use the euro, don't they?
Euro, sorry. The euro. You're right. Yeah. It's the euro. So it was 30 euro each, so it's like 60 euro, which is like 67 US, something like that. But shipping, there was shipping and there was a TVA fee that was $23.88.
Huh.
Which is just ridiculous.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's good.
But yeah, so I went ahead and bought them. You know, I think they'll just be kind of neat to have. I'm never going to open them. They're going to stay sealed.
Yeah.
And I think it's just like, once I finish the US set, it's like, you also have these little extras. Like, and you know, who knows? Maybe eventually I'll go after the few PAL exclusives. I can't imagine there's that many.
Yeah, there's a handful, quite a few Japanese exclusives.
Yeah, I was going to say, Japan has like, I want to say it's like 40.
Yeah, I'd buy it.
Something. What, you know, one of the most interesting releases in Japan, I'll never forget. It was what was it? Dragon Quest. One of the Dragon Quest games, and it came out in like 2017, right? For the Wii U, like right at the start of 2017, and that game was an online only game.
Okay.
And I was like, they're putting out an online only game for the Wii U in like 2017. Servers are going to be on for like 2 months, maybe. You know, it's funny. I was reading about Devil's Third before we started doing this. They shut the servers off for that game, I think, after 9 months.
Yeah.
It really didn't have long.
And it's on PC now also, I think.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the only way you can play it. Besides, but I don't even know if you can play it online on PC. I have no idea.
No, I can't. Yeah, I don't know if they just turned all the servers off or what.
They were pushing the multiplayer of this thing pretty good. It's the second biggest piece of text on the back. Massive clan-based multiplayer, online multiplayer, right there.
Is that for Devil's Third?
Devil's Third, yeah.
Really, that's wow. So they actually like put it.
Oh, here's something interesting. I doubt. I can't think of another game with this. Look at the controllers it supports.
Wow, it actually supports a keyboard.
Yeah. Can you just use any keyboard, I wonder?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, just USB? Maybe.
Yeah.
I guess maybe that's for text, because I don't know that you could actually play with it, because you wouldn't have a mouse.
Right, well, yeah, it didn't say plug in a mouse, did it?
No, and of course it's not going to say, is it? No.
I was trying to look at a list of the European exclusives here, because I was just really curious.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see. PSA World Tour Squash. There's one.
Squash? Okay.
There's an exclusive for you. Bibi Blocksberg das Gross Hexenbessen Rennen 2. That has to be German.
Yeah.
I mean, just random like crap like that, you know, like
At least Japan had some cool ones.
Mystery Case Files, the Malgrave incident, apparently.
Yeah. Japan had like that.
Japan had some neat ones.
What's that camera game again? I can never remember the name of it. Fatal Frame. Made in the water. Yeah.
That game actually came out in North America, but digital only.
Yeah, right.
They have a bunch of like like anime-based stuff like Inazuma 11, Kamen Rider, stuff like that.
They have a few Dragon Quest games. You mentioned one of them.
Yeah, I want to say they got a Puyo game.
That they could have.
I'm sure they did.
That Mario versus Donkey Kong game got a release there physically too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That would actually be cool to have.
Minis? I don't know what that's called.
I don't remember what it's called, but that would be cool to have.
Yeah, that'd be a cool one.
But yeah, like everything I'm looking at here, it's just like, just random stuff.
Europe had the that Bayonetta collector's edition.
They did.
Yeah,
they did.
Bayonetta 2, I should say.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I think that's really expensive though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it might be. The Switch one is.
Is it?
Yeah, I think they call it the Climax Edition. I believe is what they call it.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of the exclusive one here, just anime-based stuff, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But
all right. Well, I thought it'd be interesting to talk about Wii U. I mean, it's kind of a
it's an interesting console because it almost doesn't fit in anywhere.
Yeah.
And even now, it's so kind of like not really needed. It's like it's in the point now where it's not a lot of people collecting it, and it's not really desirable, and nobody wants it. So you can't sell it because nobody wants it.
Yeah.
But in I think 2 or 3 years, everybody's gonna want it, and you're just not gonna be able to get it.
Yeah. Now's the time to collect for it if you're gonna do it.
For sure. Yeah. For sure. Like right now.
Yeah. The thing is being phased out. You can get games in
Well, I've said it before, and much like the Vita, I've said it before. The second that GameStop's not selling them, prices are going to skyrocket.
They'll probably go up, yeah.
Because GameStop dictates the market price for most of them, because that's what they sell them for.
Sometimes, but sometimes they're a little behind, like in the case of Devil's Third.
Well, in the case of Devil's Third,
yeah,
but still,
for sure.
But the commons, one of the more uncommon commons, I would say, is Planes, Fire, and Rescue. Kind of a little difficult to find, but it's worthless. They sell it for $5.
Yeah,
I can see in a couple years that game may be going up, just because they don't sell it for $5, and then eBay will dictate the price.
Yeah, that's probably my least favorite thing about when I was going for the full set. My last game was Rabbids Land, as you know,
which is hilarious because I was like one of my first.
It's not a particularly good game. There's nothing interesting about it.
It's not even a rare game.
And that's probably the main fault that I have with collecting for the Wii U library. Most of the games are just not that interesting.
That's really the problem. Yeah, even with the full set, not that many are interesting outside of the first-party titles.
A lot of Kung Fu Pandas and Barbie.
There's Penguins of Madagascar. That's on there. I'm just looking at my shelf right now. Phineas and Ferb.
It's funny that there's 2 Planes games.
Isn't that weird? I can't believe it got 2. And I want to say I have both finally.
What's that Nickelodeon series? Ben 10?
Oh, yeah, there's 2 of those. There's 2 of those too.
Maybe that's Cartoon Network. But
I accidentally bought Omniverse, the first one, twice because I thought that I needed it.
Yeah, there's 2 Pac-Man games. I mean, it's
okay. Pac-Man is funny though. Pac-Man's funny to me because that game is on everything. Pac-Man and Ghost Adventures. The first one was a dog shit game. It's terrible. The show that it's based on is also horrible. I subjected myself to it. It ain't good. So when they announced that it was getting another sequel, I was like, this cannot be real.
Yeah.
And then it's so funny when these games get announced when the system's relevant, because I'm thinking to myself, who on their earth goes into a Target and pays $50 for this?
Yeah.
Who?
I'm with you. I don't understand it.
But obviously people are.
Have you played either of them?
I played the first one and did not like it.
Yeah.
Didn't think it was good.
I mean,
Pac-Man is just, it's like, it's Pac-Man.
The Pac-Man World games back on PS2 and GameCube, those were pretty good.
What is it? Pac-Man Fever, actually, is one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, good
Like
party.
those games are good. It's like Pac-Man. Pac-Man's been around for so long, and now and with the Ghostly Adventures thing, they're totally trying to sell it to a child.
Yeah.
Just look at it.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. It's not good.
Yeah. I know.
To me, it's not good to me. Maybe to somebody else.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess for collecting, as far as it goes, that's what I'll say. It's pretty fun because it's so easy, but there's a lot of stuff that's not all that fun to buy.
I will certainly say, if you want a complete collection of anything, this is bar none the easiest right now.
For sure, yeah. It's difficult as Wii is. That's how easy Wii is.
In terms of price and number of games, like it's not hard.
Yeah, you could do it for sure. Not difficult.
Unlike trying to collect, every game for the Switch, JP.
That's a much taller order,
dude. That is unreal. That is just. Yeah.
But at least he's just unreal. Right. He's doing it like he's not catching up. He's doing it like as these things happen. Which is so.
My God, it's funny. I was on Reddit just real quick. I was on Reddit earlier, and I'm in like a Switch subreddit and the game collecting subreddit and all that. And some guy posted in there that he just got his 500th physical Switch title, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like how? I feel like I have a lot, and I have 71.
Yeah, I don't know how many I have. Probably a little less than that, I would guess.
Yeah, I have 71, and even then I'm like, wow, that's a lot for a modern console. Because like Xbox One, I have like 8, and PS4 I have like 12.
Yeah.
So it's interesting in that regard, and the fact that man can keep up while they're coming out is just
bless him.
I mean, he is the all-knowing of Switch. He is the guy.
Yeah, he's the guy. Shoot. Cool. Well, I think we could probably sum it up then, or wrap up. I mean, that's
about it. All I gotta say is, if you want to do it now, because in the future, I don't see it happening.
Yeah, it'll get into that underground kind of niche thing, and it's kind of headed that way now.
Yeah, and it's already going that way.
Hedge your bets, get it done, and you'll be set. Cool. All right. Well, we're not going to do trivia this week because we just kind of did an off-the-cuff episode about Wii U.
I was gonna give that trivia about the Wii discs real quick. I'll give that one about the European thing. Oh, that's in the recording, isn't it?
Yeah, you already did that.
That's right. I forgot you were already recording.
Yeah. So,
right. Okay. Yeah, okay, you're right.
Trivia and just play it again at the end of the video. So, cool. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, fellas, or guys and gals, whoever.
Whoever. Yeah.
Yeah, and we will be back in 2 weeks.
See you soon.